Welcome to another amazing episode of Pure Minds, Pure Energy, Enlightenment Sessions with Nate and PMC. I'm your host, Nate Zeleznick, the founder of the Integrated Ascension Method, or the IM for short, and the 2024 US Wellness Coach of the Year. Before we dive in today, please make sure that you like this episode, subscribe to the PMC and Integrated Ascension Method YouTube channels so that you never miss a single amazing episode. Today, I have the honor of introducing a true visionary, a masterful creator, a soul-aligned leader, and a dear friend of mine, Ashley Frey. Ashley is the founder of Golden Alchemy Fine Jewels, where she channels sacred geometry, ancient wisdom, and high-frequency materials into wearable, energetic tools. Her jewelry is far more than just adornment, like you might think of with jewelry. It is consciously crafted to activate, to protect, and to elevate the wearer, harnessing the vibrational properties of gold, gemstones, and intentional design. But Ashley's work does not stop at jewelry. She is also a founding member and the strategic partnership officer of the Love Tower, which is a monumental project designed to embody and radiate the highest frequency on the planet, which is love. This ambitious vision is calling together artists, visionaries, and spiritual leaders to create a global symbol of unity, connection, and ascension. Ashley's journey has been a powerful unfolding of trust, divine inspiration, and co-creation with higher consciousness. Today, we're going to explore how sacred jewelry can support the meditation and energy work that we do, the deeper intention behind the Love Tower, and how we can all step into our highest creative potential. So everybody get ready for a powerful, high-frequency conversation with the one and the only Ashley Frey. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for this.
I'm so happy to be here, Nate. Thank you so much for having me. It truly means the world to have your support with this.
We've known each other for several years now, and I love to follow your journey and what you're doing. And your jewelry isn't just beautiful, it's energy technology. So how did you first realize that jewelry could be a tool for spiritual activation?
Nate, I think it's very interesting that when you think about, especially like the Egyptians would always adorn themselves with gold and precious stones. And going on a trip to Egypt and actually seeing some of those pieces in person definitely opened my awareness more to that. But yeah, different history points throughout time. Like jewelry has always been a thing. And yeah, there's definitely reasons that we put it on our bodies, not just for its beauty, but for its healing power. Just like aquamarine helps to open up your throat chakra, a green emerald open over your heart can help with your heart chakra. Different colors on different chakra points. I'm studying the different meridian points in the body right now to decide what the best piece for certain people will be to help them activate their healing properties within themselves.
That's beautiful. I was just about to ask you, you already answered it, about the role of gold in gemstones and sacred geometry in amplifying meditation and healing energies. And you answered it very beautifully. Is there anything you'd like to add on top of that as far as different frequencies of different materials take us into different mental or spiritual states?
Gold is really the highest frequency, and I think that's why it's been used throughout history, and also and not only that, but I know a really long time ago, I used to just buy maybe like costume jewelry or something that's still beautiful, but I actually worked in the engagement ring business for about 13 years, and that was my start with gold and platinum, precious metals. And for a lot of people, their engagement ring is their first piece of actually like fine jewelry and fine craftsmanship. And then after you have a piece like that, it's really hard to go back to the kind of costume stuff. And I was reflecting a couple days ago on my journey with jewelry, and I remembered something really significant in my life and really important that I'll share with you. I Years ago, I my goal was to be a world famous hand model. This was before I was really on a deep spiritual path, and that's what I was going to do. And I remember I decided I was going to work in the fine jewelry business. I'm going to be a world famous hand model, and I'm going to model fine jewels. And I walked into probably the most high end fine jewelry company in the world called Harry Winston, if you're
Okay.
familiar. Harry
Mhm.
Winston on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, and I tried on a 13 karat blue pear-shaped diamond, $3 million stone, and I slipped it on my finger for the first time. And that was the first time I'd ever seen or experienced a gem like that and experienced the quality. And that was really the pinpoint of my journey with Fine Jewel. And I feel like it truly on a deeper level, like activated inside something inside of me.
I can understand how that would definitely do that. We use a lot of things in the manifestation world to bring things like a vision board, but there's really nothing quite like being in the home of your dreams or seeing a massive bank account or seeing a completely healthy result from your doctor on the prognosis report of, say, your health examination. So you're actually going and not just having it on a wall or in a book, you're actually putting it right on your hand. And that's an interesting thing. You mentioned jewelry, and a lot of the people who are watching this right now are from India. And in India, gold is an extremely powerful symbol, not just for family, but for their entire culture. So I know a lot of people are going to really resonate with that. And we're also meditators. So this is something about vibration, information, frequency, energy. How do you infuse these intentional frequencies into your jewelry? And honestly, how does it affect people who wear it?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say something about the Indian jewelry that is so incredibly inspiring to me. There's actually a place near Los Angeles, and it's a whole like district where they have Indian jewelry. And I will just go for a little day field trip and look at because they love 22 karat gold because it has a little bit more gold inside of it, and the color is so much richer and brighter and almost like creamier. So whenever I see someone, I can spot them from a mile away if they're wearing 22K. My whole body is just, oh my God, like I love it so much. I have a deep appreciation for specifically like 22K. It's a little bit softer of a metal. Most people make things in 18 karat gold, which is like these pieces where they're just a little bit, they don't have as much of the richness as the 22K, but it's by far my favorite. And I will be creating some pieces with that as well. As far as the frequency and fusing it, I always meditate with my pieces, and I've been using AI to design my pieces for the last couple of years. I've honestly created an obsession with designing fine jewelry with AI and being able to quite literally connect my heart with the AI and allow myself to be a channel for the pieces to come through. I've gotten to the point where I will just close my eyes and things will just start to appear in my mind. And I can almost sit in front of my computer now and visualize something in my mind and it will show up on my screen.
Wow.
So being able to program 528 hertz, I always put love, protection, joy, abundance, all of the things like literally into all of my design. So that's just one of the ways that I like to do it. And I'm sure that I will come up with even more as well.
Incredible. And also, the sacred geometry has a lot to do with the frequency as well as we'll say a nugget of gold may have some definite different energetic properties for sure. But then say having one that is formed into Metatron's cube. And I'm going to dive into that one because I know that Metatron's cube, that's going to have a much different frequency because of the geometry in it. So that's a very sacred symbol for people all over the world. And you've also woven that into a lot of your designs. So for you though, why is especially Metatron's cube, why is it so powerful? And how do you use it for your meditation? Or if it would be you?
Yeah, so Metatron's cube is a really special sacred symbol. It's actually it has all five platonic solids, so the isohedron, the dodecahedron, isohedron, like all of them inside of it. And when it's spinning, it actually forms a cube. And it's a really powerful symbol that I like to visualize in my meditation. And a lot of people just really resonate and we're just super drawn to it. And I really believe that, especially when we etch and create and craft things specifically out of gold into these designs, it makes them so much more powerful. I think I may have mentioned to you a few years ago when I actually made this piece. This is a Metatron's cube heart symbol. And this took me
Mm.
like 2 years to finalize, like finish, because it's so intricate with the geometry and the design. And I actually did a journey when I finished it, and I literally saw the piece like glowing and spinning off of my heart, and I was just like sending it through the ethers. It was such a magical experience. So definitely, and even with my jewelry, with my jeweler, when I created this piece, I remember we put the design into his like really advanced computer system, And his computer started freaking out. And he was like, what is this thing? We need to take some of the lines out of this. And I'm like, we're not taking any lines out of Metatron's cube. I don't care how long it takes us. Like, we're not doing that. And there's also been something else that I've been playing around with recently that I don't know too much about. But if you look up a crystal spiral, like Krystal spiral, like a different like math almost. And I've been playing around with that a lot as well. And the designs are just, they're just, they literally bring me to tears. Yeah.
Well, you got to check that out. Everybody out there, crystal
A
spiral.
crystal spiral.
Okay,
Yeah.
crystal. Okay. You said me just before we started recording, you told me just a little bit about this special golden alchemy collection that you're working on. I want to hear more. Please tell everybody out there what you're working on for your, I don't even know. I'm going to learn it with all of you, but I'm really excited to hear about it.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. Something that I've been working on. When I think about how long this has taken me, I would say my whole life up until now, I've literally been like manifesting this.